Goodness to you, it's Sporty King. And you know I always say goodness because I don't know whether you're watching morning, afternoon, or evening. But isn't it great to have good in front of your salutation? Welcome to your it's the MMM, the Monday midday moment, to give you a boost during the day and keep you moving on your path to excellence. And we all know that excellence is a wonderful goal. It's attainable, it's repeatable, and it's a great moment. Today, I'll continue sharing thoughts from my personal experience and beliefs. I now call it Speaking with Charisma. And I share my speaking tips. Now, last week I mentioned to you, as you seek to endear yourself to your audience by delivering care, that you also to remember to deliver breath by PowerPoint. This week, I add to that charismatic skill set by reminding you of the importance of sharpening your skills rather than avoiding your weaknesses. You see, your audience is comprised of 4 learning styles: visual, auditory, reading and writing, and kinesthetic. Thus, your presentation must incorporate portions of each style. For instance, visual learners prefer seeing diagrams, charts, images, so they want to see you using visual aids like flowcharts, maps, diagrams to understand concepts, and of course some good cartoons. Auditory listeners, they want to listen and hear lectures and discussions and music, but they want to participate in group discussions, listening to audiobooks or using audio recording. Here's actually an audio that I use when I do my Yes to Stress class. And I give, it's going to be 1 minute. And what I want you to think about, if you've ever ridden in a New York City cab, are we taking 2 rides in a New York City cab? Let's check it out. And when that's finished, I ask the audience, now, was that 1 ride or 2? Sometimes when you're dealing with stress, really all you need to do is change the music in your head. Then you may have the reading and writing learners. Those are the ones they want reading and writing. They want to take notes. So, studying extensively from textbooks, they want to take detailed notes and they want to have writing summaries. So what I'll do is I'll put a QR code up and say, hey, if you want to get the download and follow along, you can click on the QR code, which it's not necessary. It's your choice. And then here's a sample I would also have some physical handouts of the handouts to pass along. So people now have that option of having it in their hand by them downloading on their phone or a piece of paper in their hand. And which is similar to our next and final style, which is the kinesthetic learners. And they want to do hands-on activities and experiments. They want to engage in simulations, role play, or creative movement. So here's one that I do when one of my communication classes that I do. And sometimes I'll mix it into a different class just to bring up the point of communication. First thing I do is I get 3 volunteers from the audience. I tell them they're all going to do the same thing. They're going to read the next slide that I'm going to click onto the screen. They're each going to read the same slide 1 at a time. They get 1 chance to read it. So I'll click on it. I'll say number 1, he'll read it, or she. And number 2, they'll read it. And number 3, and they'll read it. And that's it. 1 chance. So let's see. Let me give you a chance to read. Ready? Here we go. And read it out loud to yourself. You'll enjoy the exercise that much more. Read it out loud. Ready? You're one of my volunteers. I'm going to make you volunteer number 1. Okay? And then I'm still going to say 2 and 3 and then unfold. And here we go. Volunteer number 1, read. 2, 3. And normally what will end up happening is they will all have read, what if I told you you read the first line wrong? Which in fact it says, what I if told you you read the first line wrong. So usually I'll say, is there anyone else? And I'll get volunteer number 4 or 5. I've had people get on the first one, but I've had it go up to 12 where people still read it wrong. But then I say, now let's add this cartoon to this one, where the guy says, in the moonlight, your eyes are as bright as pearls. Look just like pearls. And then she says, well, who's Pearl and what are you doing in the moonlight with her? I now make the point that we in communication, sometimes we see and hear what we want to see and hear. And that's why communication can be so stale. So imagine if that's what's going on in your life while you're not communicating well. And then I go on and make points from there. Okay? So when you speak with charisma, believe that you make a difference most when you share slides well used with all learning styles. I'm Sporty King, and this has been your the MMM, the Monday midday moment, to keep you moving on your path to excellence. And especially as you share your charisma, make sure that you're delivering according to all the slides with your breath by PowerPoint, because every audience member's style deserves your time well used. Ciao. And have a wonderful week.